Good evening, I'm Veronica Dela Cruz.
I'm Ken Bassida in for Alan tonight. We're getting our first look at the hotel suite where the gunman carried out a 9-minute rampage. Images show a glimpse into Stephen Paddock's room from the outside. The door has been busted down. It's covered with police tape. Debris is scattered outside the door next to a food service cart. And authorities say there was a camera hidden on that cart to keep an eye out for anyone coming his way. You can see a gun on the floor with a crime scene tag next to it. Now, investigators found 23 weapons inside that room. At least one of the rifles was outfitted with what's called a bump stock to make it mimic an automatic rifle, a device that enabled Paddock to fire hundreds of rounds per minute. Police say he shot at officers as they breached the door, but by the time they made it into the suite, Paddock had taken his own life.
As officials search for a motive and investigate the crime scene, they believe it was premeditated. And Paddock may have planned an earlier attack on the Life is Beautiful festival 2 weeks ago. Ahead of Sunday's shooting, Paddock transferred $100,000 into a bank account in the Philippines. Authorities believe his girlfriend, Mary Lou Danley, is there right now and have questions for her when she returns.
KPIX 5 reporter Juliette Goodrich leads our coverage from Las Vegas. Juliette?
Well, Ken and Veronica, this massacre has certainly brought up the issue of gun control. And here in Las Vegas, there are ranges throughout the area where tourists can come and shoot assault rifles. In fact, you can look at a guide of what to do here in Las Vegas, and you can do these urban assault adventures for $99. You can even shoot a machine gun out of helicopters, and it's legal. And they're open for business even after this event, and we stopped by to check it out.
It's an open venue. Anything goes, you know. When you're in an open venue like that, it's wild. Anything can happen.
Jeff Bosk was at the concert the night a barrage of bullets were fired into the crowd.
It was unnecessary. It was all unnecessary. So I just think that it's a mental health issue. It's not so much a gun issue.
He is a registered gun owner. We met him as he was going into a gun range for target practice. He gave us this video of him at the range. There were no guns allowed the night of the concert.
It made me feel more safe knowing that I had a gun, not on me, but the fact that I have one.
Nevada has some of the most relaxed gun laws in the country. In fact, just down the street from Mandalay Bay is a shooting range. It offers tourists the ultimate shooting experience, and there are a lot of these ranges in Las Vegas. And while they're still open today, they wouldn't let media in, and no one wanted to comment about the recent shooting tragedy. Automatic assault weapons and machine guns are legal in the state of Nevada as long as they are registered, and open carry is legal without a permit.
He had something wrong in his head, and the people who sold him the guns didn't have enough background on him or like his family. They said his father was a bank robber. So, you know, people like that, they need to have extra vetting. So the more vetting and the better the process when it comes to vetting, then the least amount of issue we'll have when it comes to these circumstances of people shooting other people.
The father of a Bay Area student who was wounded in the attack says he is grateful his daughter is alive, but he is also furious about what happened. And that girl is 20-year-old Savannah Chasco. She's a junior at the University of Nevada in Reno. She was shot in the back as she and her friends ran for cover. When she called her father in Rohnert Park, he could hear the gunfire ringing out in the background.
I then asked her, you know, tell me, have you been shot? Have you been grazed, or you just fell and cut? And she says, I'm not sure. I'm angry. I really am. I'm angry. You know, I mean, I'm angry.
Two of Savannah's friends were also hit by gunfire. One was killed. Savannah was treated for her own injury and has since been released. We come back here live along the Las Vegas Strip. You can see the American flag flying at half-staff. There's also signs on marquees that say our prayers for the victims. So this town certainly still healing, but Ken, I can tell you that that energy is picking up as the street closures have reopened and people are trying to get back to a new normal. Back to you.
Goes without saying, our condolences to all the victims and their families. Juliette Goodrich live in Las Vegas. Thank you, Juliette.
All but three of the